He used to be my boss back in the days. Pontus, hop on board, let's do it together. Break free. So right now we're in Copenhagen by the Dancer store. We just launched a collaboration shoe together with Dancer. Dancer is a Danish brand that's run by Hjalte Hallberg and his friends. These are all like old friends of Pontus. We kind of baked everything into one. Have a little premiere of our first video, Alps Angels. I think it really turned out great.
The rage comes up again. Each time I have this dream, my friend comes back from the dead. He wants to fight a duel.
Maybe the white one's nice to have a look at. This is the Dancer shoe right here. We have this little nifty message here for everyone. Break free. Very important in our world. Extra laces. I think some brands stopped doing that. Put the extra laces back. That's my tip. Every other brand. Everything's an Excel sheet nowadays. Special Dancer branding. Little flappy wings. We started designing shoes like pretty much out of necessity. He used to be my boss back in the days. We used to work for an underwear company. The owners of that company gave him the mission to get me fired. So he basically fired me and then he got fired. All right, we have to do something by ourselves, hence the name as well. Like this is our last resort, you know. Getting into shoes was a totally new venture for us. We started like developing a shoe, more of a high-end sneaker. The price point and like the competition in that kind of segment was just, yeah, it didn't really work out. I think it was about a year later, fall 19 or something like that, I began talking to Pontus, co-owner of this company now. We've known each other since the early 90s, just through skateboarding in Sweden. He had like explored the possibility of starting a shoe company maybe like 2 years before we started talking. You know, Pontus, hop on board, let's do it together. We got a first sample and Pontus said like, this first sample already looks like super good. So that's when we started like developing and relaunching Last Resort AB. Actually, it's like not too far off because we pretty much had like a good idea how it was supposed to look. Obviously, it's like a very, very simple design shoe, but what kind of signifies Last Resort is our toe box is like a little bit shorter. It's got like a retro kind of look about it and feel. It's like a timeless shoe. We're not going to invent like the wheel every time. We're going to focus and like get all the details exactly the way we want them. That's the shoe. If people like it, they like it. If not, then yeah, too bad for them and us. On the outsole is made so that like nothing gets stuck in there, because it's always been this thing like little rocks get stuck in there and like scratches up your grip tape, which we thought is like fucking, why is no one else doing that? That's like a no-brainer for a skate shoe. And we have our little dude. What do we call the little guy? The team at Last Resort pretty much consists of myself, Pontus, and then we have Mike, who's located in Oxford, England, and then we have Daniel.
I do taking care of the business side basically. Pontus and Sam is focusing on the creative parts.
Right now it's only like 4 people, which is like a gift and a curse, but at this stage it's still manageable.
So me and Sami, we live in Stockholm and we meet up almost every day, but we work from home, both of us. So we don't have an office yet.
We have like this small, tiny storage room in my apartment, just filled with like boxes and samples and stuff. Me sitting in there, you know, it's tiny, tiny space with my computer. Yeah, we make it work, basically. Starting an independent shoe brand, it's risky to say the least. We had COVID for the first 2 years. We've only been around for about 2 years. We actually thought about like not even going through with it. We sent out our first order sheet. We were hoping to sell like a certain amount of shoes.
Okay, if we do 300 pairs of each color, we made 3 colors, first drop. Then we're like, good, we're in a good spot. And the response was like overwhelming when we sent out the first catalog, so couldn't be happier about it.
Maybe like we're onto something. It might actually work because it feels like the market and skaters were like looking for an independent kind of view, and that's what we're doing. We don't have any like external funding or anything like that. We've just been like working super hard and to make it work.
We're going to release drop 7 now. Currently we have like 700 retailers in about 40 countries. I would say volume-wise the US is the biggest.
Open it. I think we're like in the process of like forming our look, our language, and we're trying to like convert that into right now a cup sole. Some people really love the cup soles, so we're trying to cater for them as well. Going forward with pro shoes, yeah, that's something we're exploring at the moment, and Chris Milik's gonna be the first one to get it. Based on our VM1, which Chris really likes on skates, but he wanted like the T-toe at the front and maybe some other details. It's still like work in progress. I think people are stoked on us doing something like that as well, acknowledging our team riders and their work. With other brands, there's probably like a more rigid strategy. I think it's nice to like tease something, like show the community something, even though it's like maybe even far away. There's no one like telling us how to do anything or what to do. We decide everything like by ourselves in like a whim of a second sometimes. It's just like super organic, everything. Break free. Most people can relate to that. For us, it was like a message. It's possible to do your own thing. So I think we all have it in us, a quest for freedom at the core of it. Not be in the hands of like some big corporation or some guy with a lot of money, that we can break free and do it for ourselves. And that was the main goal from the get-go with this whole like project. I usually say that we've created a pleasant problem, and the job is to solve that problem. And we've got to the point now where it's a job, which is amazing. That was the goal from the beginning. Yeah, and that's what we're doing.
One more time.